It's the 3 chocolate chips.
Yo.
That's actually the 3 of us because we're all here for the first time in months.
And that
So-
hasn't been 5 months.
It's been about 5 months. It's been a while since we've done a video together. So we're going to do the answers to the questions for the giveaway. Each person who asks us questions will have their own video because of how many questions they asked us. This first video will be on for
DarknessUnveils.
yes, Darkness Unveils. And you want to read the question?
What is your opinion on the Korean educational system? Apparently, students spend 16 hours at school and then go home to revise some more. Yup, you're right.
That's really true for high school,
Not for college.
not for college. Like high school.
Well,
No, I guess for college too, but
but
high
it's more
school?
towards like exam period.
word like
Yeah, like
midterm and
that.
finals week.
Because
yeah.
once they get out of high school, they're like, we're free, go party and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. And then once it gets towards those finals, they're like, oh crap.
Yeah, it's like basically in Korea you only have a midterm and a final. That's it. You have you have nothing else to write on. So
Very
basically,
true.
if you fail a midterm, you down to a C for your class.
But what's our opinion on it? I think that for high school, it's really hard because the high school years are the years when you really you figure out who you are as a person, and you reinvent yourself. But, that's when the time you show a lot of individuality, and they're not even allowed to dye their hair in high school, and some schools don't allow you to have some piercings and other things. So I think that's kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's hard. That's why suicide rates are high too, because it's really stressful. So that's a really big topic. We could have a whole video just on Korean educational system.
Yeah, and also their personalities don't develop as well as American or other societies. So if a lot of them like the whole entire going out culture and the alcohol culture connects to that in the way that when they get to college, they feel like they must get drunk in order for their real personalities to come out, because everyone says when you're drunk, that's the real you that's kind of what they're riding on. So a lot of people, you can tell that their personalities, they're just underdeveloped, their social stuff are underdeveloped. And you know how we have prom and clubs and extracurriculars? They don't have that. They have gym for an hour, and that's about it. And they have an option whether to take gym or to take study hall, which most take study hall because they're trying to pass the national SAT exam for Korea.
Yeah, so if you're a female athlete, it's not really kosher for you to switch if you want to, if that's what you want to do. But I guess we could do a video on that because this would be long if we just talk about Korean educational system, because it's a huge topic. We're even going into it for our statistics project based on suicide, and a lot of it has to deal with the educational system. So, the next question.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a bad experience with a Korean person because you were black, such as them shouting at you or some cultural indifferences?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
What
the
happened?
MT. Well, they started yelling at our group leader because in Korea they don't really talk on subways, and we were kind of brand new in the country. We were only 3 weeks into the program, so.
but they're trying to ask us if it was because we were black.
Black, no.
Personally,
No,
for us
I-
being black, for us, just for us, not for groups.
No.
I mean, in the club, they be like, hey!
Oh
how
yeah.
you doing?
I like African American music.
I like black people. I'm
Good
like,
for
me
you.
too. No, but I mean, I really never had a strong bad experience. The worst thing for me was getting used to people staring. I expected it, but when it actually happens to you, it's really different. It becomes a way of life at one point, but in the beginning it was kind of hard. But nothing really strongly directed at me. I mean, I had a lot of good things, your skin is so pretty, yepuda, yepuda.
Your hair was. I always got my hair touched.
Your skin touched or hair.
So
It's who? And they won't ask you either. So
They'll
be
just come
prepared.
up to you and just be like,
Be prepared to be standing in the train for somebody to be petting your afro. Which is why, for the second part of my trip, I did not have my hair out at all.
But nothing really bad. I wouldn't say anything bad in the end. Nothing was bad. Has your self-esteem been affected by your stay in Korea?
if anything, it went up.
Yeah, if anything, it went up. I mean, Yeah. we're exotic. We're like imported goods, as my friend said. So it's like when it came to meeting guys, it was
Okay, let's put it this way. When it comes to hooking up with guys, it's different because
yeah.
they'll be quick to get you in bed, but they won't take you out on a date.
Let's go to a motel. I won't be an inconvenience to you. Yeah, because we're just
That's
gonna lay
why
there with
I
our
didn't.
clothes on. No.
Do
They-
not go to a DVD room.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
Totally just dropped something. I'm always spazzing in a video. Anyway, you have anything that went up? I mean, we made a lot of friends, and people want to meet you just because you're foreign. So I guess you feel special, and because we're from New York, so it'd be feel even more special.
They'll be like, oh, New York.
And we were spoiled at like the places we went to. Like whether we went to like a restaurant or a club, like we were spoiled by people who worked there. So I mean, feel special too. I mean, did you feel special going to Monkey Beach and stuff? I felt special.
We had our own security guards. Of course, I felt special.
Did you drop something?
I got an ankle itch.
Oh.
Sorry.
Daphne.
All right. Ha! That's ironic that I really got this question. Okay. What's the wait? Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait.
Not the guy scene, the gay scene.
Oh, sorry. My context. What's the gay scene? Actually,
What's the gay scene
like in Korea? Okay. Well,
It's down
low.
low. On the down.
Like
I
it's
don't-
under the fucking surface.
Honestly, I don't know, but
It's
somehow
under the
I
entrance subway.
attracted.
What you mean?
You right. I attracted a lot of like two of my best friends are gay, so like when I went there, I immediately met a lot of gay guys, and a lot of the time it is really low. Like it's in Itaewon, literally. That's the foreigner section. That's why there's a gay scene because of the foreigners.
And
That is.
It's for
Unless
men.
like you're in the know, you don't see anything like that around.
It's either is he gay or just
Korean.
because Korean men dress differently, act differently. They're more feminine than guys here. But
Yeah, but their sexuality is like cemented usually.
yeah, but
There's no gray area.
it's different because, especially for the men, because they go to the army. So I think it's even worse than like the don't ask, don't tell here. Also the same thing, because you don't want your guy friends to feel that you are different, and you're around guys for like 2 years and 4 months of your out of your life for the army. So it's really on the DL, really on the down low. And Imani.
What's the general opinion of beauty when it comes to different ethnic backgrounds,
Black and Sri Lankan.
Black and Sri Lankan?
We're different.
That's about it.
I mean, we were in the city.
You just have to
So.
find open-minded people if you're looking for a relationship. It really is just a hit and miss. If you're lucky to be one of the ones who finds someone special in Korea, then thank God for that. But
Godspeed, live
Yeah.
long and prosper.
but
I'm sorry.
other than that, don't expect too much when you get
Word.
there.
Don't
because
come expecting I'm gonna have a love story
Don't
out
go
of the
to-
Notebook.
Please
Especially-
And we
do
going
that.
to die
like, the standard
together.
of beauty is a stick.
Literally,
Like
it's skinnier than its phone.
It's a stick, but believe me, when you go, I know we had like a bunch of women come up to us like, "You're so pretty," Korean women. They're like, "You're so pretty. I wish I was like you." And I'm thinking, you are the Korean standard of beauty. Like to me, you're considered the Korean standard of beauty. Why would you look at me?
Touches.
Because I'm the total opposite way
You
of
right.
you. And like we're so different. Like we have chests, and girls come up to us like, and just touch our chest. I would just. I got to the point where it was just normal. I was just like, oh, okay, my boobs were.
You know how many times I got my ass grabbed in a club?
We're talking about girl like beauty, not like.
No, I'm just saying like that.
Jones.
No, my mom was just like appreciate it because they do and they don't see that often.
It's true. I got one girl took my hips, like not hips, like my waist. She was like, oh, you're so voluptuous. It's curve, it's line.
That's the thing. They have like
X.
yeah, like when it comes to ethnic backgrounds, also they will base a lot of what they see on the media and don't get offended.
I mean, for us, all we got to represent us in Korea is
Nicki
Minaj
Minaj,
and,
stupid
like-
hoe, came on freaking AXN, and Meanie Monty were so offended.
That's what they basically have as examples, at least for Black African American women. So I mean, don't get offended really fast.
Please
Just
change
know.
their opinion.
Please.
Don't be that person that's a stereotypical like person of color.
Please.
Show them that we don't act crazy
And
because
that we're sophisticated and classy and
we speak proper English and we're smart.
And it's worth taking a shot on us too, as well. Like, it's not even like it should be some random different thing. Like, we're staying women as everybody else.
Yeah, like the color doesn't matter. It's just the color doesn't matter. We're the same as every other girl or guy, except for the guys. So show them that we are the same. It just so happens that we have more melanin in our skin.
Yep, and they're slowly realizing that there is different types of standards of beauty for different other places. In America, even though we kind of have a standard of beauty, we have so many different types of beauty standards from different types of walks of life, so we don't really have one set one like Korea as a country. So I guess they're so slowly starting to realize that.
Also, remember that there are people who are going to come to you and say that you're beautiful, and there's others that's going to think that you're ugly. Because there's this one girl that said, oh, Beyonce's fat, and they don't think that and somebody said that they don't think that she's pretty, but that's
the way they were brought up. And you can't get mad at them for that. So
it's a really homogenous society. Keep that in mind.
Really do.
They just started inviting foreigners, like, for real.
Don't take things so seriously.
Really don't. Have a sense of humor.
And believe it or not, I think the people who were more open to me were actually the older people, which I did not expect. A lot of Ajumas and Ajushis. They're like, oh, you're so pretty. I'm like, thank you. Ha. I mean, the younger people, they were too, but for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But like older people, they appreciated it. Just like, huh. And if you show them even an ounce of Korean culture that you're actually learning and you want to be learn language, they will love you for it.
Learn the culture. Like, don't be disrespectful. Please bow. Even if you have some type of like thing about bowing or whatever, you don't bow to anyone. Whatever. It's just polite to bow. Everybody bows. It's not a big deal.
So yeah, those are our answers for Darkness Unveils. We hope we answered all your questions. If we didn't, will you please just message us, comment, and we will do the rest of the videos soon. Subscribe, comment, and
up there.
Yeah, up there.
And down there. And like that
like button.
little box.
That like button.
Like.
We'll see.
Not this one. This one.
Yeah. See you later. Bye.
Bye.